To explain the origin of the...
I think the underdog story, started when I...
And Greg playing with a chip on his shoulder has served Portis well.
Some guys try to block out the haters. Portis uses it as fuel to keep achieving more.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Brown, also Green out there, and it's Harden in at the shooting guard position. Antetokounmpo against Brown. Offensive rebound. Antetokounmpo passes to Portis. And the layup falls. Portis has got the lead up to 3 now for Milwaukee.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Harden finds Dinwiddie. Bobbed up there for Green. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Outside Portis. High post try. Connects. The jumper drops.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Teague against Dinwiddie. Here's Harden. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
And Harden is a nightmare in the pick and roll. Just a clever combo guard who is completely unpredictable.
Teague against Dinwiddie. Teague, the pass to Portis. Ball's knocked loose. The pass to Connaughton. Clock is at 3. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Teague can't hit. Brooklyn trailing. Lobbed up there for Green. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Teague kicks to Connaughton. Right side, Portis. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got his 4th rebound in this one. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Brooklyn making some changes. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Green. Harris comes in for Bruce Brown. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Dinwiddie.
2 minutes.
Harris kicks to Irving. Pass to Claxton. Now Harden from deep 3-point range. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Here's Holiday. Finished off the break. Holiday's got his first bucket in this one.
Excellent display from Drew Holiday, running the fast break well and finding a way to nail that shot.
Now Harden tries from 16, and the rebound goes to Lopez.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Here's Antetokounmpo. The kick out to Holiday. Pass to Middleton. Now here's Giannis. Not a lot of room. Yep, that one goes. Now it's a 3-point Bucks lead.
A little quickness from Antetokounmpo there, blows right past the D.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Irving passes to Harden. Back to Irving. Stolen by Middleton. Floats it up for Giannis. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Yeah, you could throw that pass just about anywhere, even the top of the square for Giannis to go and get.
Harden against DiVincenzo. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Bucks leading by 3. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Holiday surveying the floor. Passes it to Giannis. Just 5 on the clock. Now here's Middleton, guarded by Harris. It's good.
That smooth shot selection from Middleton. That is definitely a spot he can get the job done from.
Here's Irving. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. They didn't get more than a one-possession. And
in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively. But he's going to keep going at him.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Then it's Holiday. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Forbes in at the 2. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams and players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat. Out to the right wing. The pass to DiVincenzo. The Bucks working the ball around. Middleton left side. Looking for Harris. He gets it there. And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. Finished off the break. Irving's got 5 points so far.
Kyrie's such a blur in the open court, leaks out so quickly and then gets to the right spot in transition.
Now here is Holiday. 5 points in the game. And Antetokounmpo inside. Defended by Durant. Antetokounmpo with the bucket.
Well, playmaking and scoring, that's what Giannis is up to here tonight.
Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Brooklyn making some changes. Brown is checked in for Hart. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Irving. The Bucks also with the sub. Tucker's checked in. And here's Giannis. 10 points for him. Pass to DiVincenzo. He kicks it to Middleton. Steps back and drains the jump shot. Middleton's got the lead up to 8 now for Milwaukee.
They don't want to leave Middleton from that area. His mid-range game is on fire, draining those shots often.
And another turnover here by Brooklyn.
Yeah, the body language right now is not looking good for this basketball team. The game might be out of reach, but they have to avoid mistakes like that.
And the Bucks making a change here. Bobby Portis is checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo comes in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Teague in for Drew Holiday. Outside Teague. Outside Portis. Up again. It's good on the putback. And now a 10-point Milwaukee lead.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
giving up a run here. Can they turn it around?
It's hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a fourth? I'm not sure.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan, and Irving subbed in for Dinwiddie. Here's Irving, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Irving's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, I feel like he uses the dribble to set up his rhythm for the mid-range shots like that one. Kyrie knocks another in.
Pass to Portis. Feeds to Antetokounmpo. Teague with the ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Portis can't get it to go.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
Durant in the corner. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And 1:01 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's KD. It's good. Durant's got 6 points.
Well, instead of taking it all the way to the rack, Durant uses that length and soft touch for the floater.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. And not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
And the Bucks with some changes. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis, and Antetokounmpo subbed in for Antetokounmpo. Giannis dishes to T. Back to Antetokounmpo. Count that one.
And he's the main reason they have the lead right now. He's been perfect from the field, literally.
Irving against T. Right side Irving to the paint. Out to Harris. Just 5 to shoot. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got 5 rebounds tonight from 8. The kick out to Lopez. A 3-ball. He goes up again. And Giannis will lay it in. And it's a 10-point Bucks lead.
Giannis right now getting hard work done on the inside to get some extra possession.
Here's Irving. Basket counts. Irving's got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Back right after this. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. We've got Harden. Joe Harris is out there with Durant. Then there's Irving. And it's Claxton in at the center position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
Yeah, Giannis has the hard hat on right now, going to work. So good, so long, just terrorizing the D.
Here's Irving. Dishes it to KD. Pulls it up. That one doesn't go. The Bucks go the other way with it. Middleton finds Antetokounmpo, and Giannis throws it down.
You know how you want to tell people don't let Giannis get too close? Well, one step past half court, he's too close.
Now, here is Harden. He's tightly guarded.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
Holiday against Irving. Outside Holiday. Outside Antetokounmpo. From deep. The shot by Holiday, no good. And so it's Durant with it. They'll bring it up for Brooklyn. A 12-point game. Here's Claxton, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. They swipe it. The three from KD. Kicks it out to Harden. Claxton the pass to Harden. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. And Brooklyn making a change here. Jordan's checked in, and Milwaukee with a change here too. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Bryn Forbes. Holiday left side. Shot clock at 5. From deep three-point range. Offensive rebound.
And guys, the offensive rebounding really has stood out here this half. All those second chance points are helping them maintain that lead.
Harden the pass to Jordan. Now here is Irving. Durant, and Durant is right there.
So just a good read by KD as to where that miss was coming off.
Milwaukee leading by 10. Middleton outside. There's 1:54 left here in the fourth quarter. And another basket for Milwaukee.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Harden surveying the D, kicks it to Harris. Lets it fly from 18. Takes a three. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, you could pretty much say that DeAndre Jordan's going to get a lot of his points right there, trolling around the rim.
Double team on Holiday. To the middle, here's Lopez, and Lopez throws it down.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for Milwaukee.
They simply ran him off the court.
They set the pace, and their transition game was executed flawlessly.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
And it's Milwaukee's ball. Middleton dishes to Holiday. The three. Brooklyn with the rebound. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Shot from the wing. On the wing, Harden, guarded by Holiday. From past the arc, and James Harden hits from deep.
And without a doubt, one of the most advanced scorers this game has ever seen. Harden can do damage from just about anywhere.
So it's Milwaukee picking up the win. This was, all right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks.
To the following presentation of the NBA.
The Trailblazers focused as they walk into the line.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. So the Nets starting five. Durant is out there with Harris. Then it's Harden. Then there's Brown. And it's Jordan in at the center, filling out the middle. And for Portland, Collins plays the four with Nurkic at the five. Norman Powell is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Jones in at the three. Now here's Harden. It's Brown on the wing. Here's Harden on the wing. Guarded by Powell. Shot clock at 6. Jordan kicks to Harden. Shoots over Powell. The putback, and there's Jordan putting it right back in.
One thing never changes in the NBA. Jordan will always be there among the top offensive rebounders in the league.
Pass to Powell. Lillard against Harden. Outside, Jones. Now, here's Nurkic. He's covered closely. Jones, the pass to Collins. Jordan with the rebound.
A little surprised he took the jump shot with nobody around him. He could have attacked the basket.
Harris finds Brown. Harris up top, wide open. That one off the back iron and out. Here's the Trailblazers with the ball. And the foul on Joe Harris. That is his first foul of the game. Lillard against Harden. Now here's Lillard. Defense is right there. It's stolen by Harris. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Lobbed up there for Durant, and stolen by Lillard. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break, and the dunk by Powell.
Now, realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
Tremendous adjustment in there. They're hard to stay focused on the hoop when you got to do that.
Lillard with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Lillard outside. From the line. And Nurkic with the basket on the assist by Lillard. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
Collins finds Lillard. Now Nurkic, and the layup's good off the glass. Nurkic has got his second basket.
A physical player with a large frame. Nurkic was seemingly unbothered by the contact.
Harden surveying the D. Durant in the corner. They get it again. Jordan dishes to Harden. A floater. A nice shot by KD.
It's very rare to have a player that has the size of Durant also have the ability to float one over the defender. I mean, just simply amazing.
Now, here's Lillard. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And that one, good.
Well, it's easy to see how Harden's been the league's top assist man before. I mean, he makes the special feeds.
Harden against Lillard. 1:12 left in the first. And then Lillard slams it in.
Once Lillard hits the ground running, he's ready to throw it down. The D has got to step in front of him to prevent that.
Harden kicks to Brown. Lobs it up for Jordan. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Collins. Rebound, Brooklyn.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
Outside, KD. From deep. The shot comes out. Now Portland takes it the other way.
He's forcing things a little bit in this quarter, settling for shots that he'd be better off passing up.
Jones kicks to Nurkic. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers.
I love to see the defense exhibit some passion in protecting the rim right there.
Here's Jordan. No good on the shot. Collins with some nice D. Here's Jones. And it's Jones finishing it off.
that is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up.
It's all tied in Portland. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers guys, what do you think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Well, setting the pace early, aggressive mind state. I love their approach so far.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Portland, we've got Robert Covington. Ennis Cantor is out there with Anthony. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. 3 seconds left. McCollum. Great positioning on the putback. McCollum's got the lead up to 2 now for the Trailblazers.
He plays with so much heart, McCollum. I mean, is constantly battling on the court. This time, it's on the glass.
Here's Irving. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you played for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
He found the open space for mid-range, just maybe rushed his release a little bit.
Covington wide open. He fires. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Covington's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Irving with it. Durant with a wide open look. And the 3 off target. And now Portland on the break. Simons surveying the D. McCollum left side. Five on the clock. For 3. The Trailblazers with the new shot clock. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
And Portland making a change here. Powell's checked in. Harris is checked in for Brooklyn. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Nets trail by 5. Irving passes to Claxton. Dinwiddie outside. Now Irving. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
I love the aggressive mentality. Irving is terrific at pouncing on any available lane to the basket.
Here's Covington. It's hauled in by Claxton. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Cantor checked in for Portland.
And the floater from Harden, that beautiful raindrop, teardrop, rainbow is just exceptional. No way the D can contest that in time. You cannot jump higher than that ball.
Simons, the pass to McCollum. And that one drops for him. McCollum's got his second basket of the game.
His offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish. Anthony's getting more floor time last season. He worked his way into the Blazers' rotation. He's still young, though. It seems like he can carve a roll out on this team.
1:15 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Simons, guarded by Harden. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Simons has got his first points in this one.
And Simons a bit undersized at that two-guard position. Only 6'3", but a natural 2 with playmaking ability.
Ultimately, this team wants him to be a scoring threat off the bench. I mean, have him come in firing from outside. He's got a lot of work to get to that point.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And he deserves a lot of credit for what he was able to do at the line last year. 86% from the stripe.
He's always a league leader in free throw attempts. I mean, Harden, he's so shifty, so strong, and he can beat you from any spot on the floor.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Lillard outside. And that one drops.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Nets trail by 3. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here is Harden. 10 points for him. 11 seconds left here in the second. Pass to Harris. Jordan kicks to Harris. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. And that's it for the first half of action. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, the first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. The period wrapped up with the teams on... And that...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You gotta like what Harden has done in this game so far.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Harden. Harris is out there with Durant. Then it's Jordan. And it's Brown in at the two-guard position.
I like to see this little patient reading the D. He finds the open man.
Harden the pass to Brown. Nurkic with the steal. Here is Lillard. Here's the 3. The putback. No good that time. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Jordan inside. Covered by Lillard. A shot by Jordan, no good. Trailblazers leading by 5. Now the pass to Lillard. And he's good on the 3-ball. Lillard's got 7 points in the game.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Inside, Jordan. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
A comfort zone of Jordan's. The closer he is to the rim, the more efficient he becomes.
Poke loose. Here we go, one-on-one. Lobs it up for Jordan. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And how about the vertical of Jordan? Easily rising up for the timely alley-oop slam.
Pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Six to shoot. Here's Jones, and Jones slams it home.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
Oh, man, so unselfish. He's doing a great job creating for others and making pinpoint passes.
Kicks it out to Harden. And it's off from three-point range. Powell, the pass to Nurkic. Portland moving the ball around. Kicks it out to Lillard. Fires from deep. Rebound, Brooklyn. Jordan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. It's Durant on the wing. Covered by Lillard. And Harris wide open. He shoots off the mark there with the three-point shot. And here's Collins. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. 6-point game. The Nets have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Out to Harris. And the Nets miss again. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Lillard, the pass to Jones. Back to Lillard. Launches a three. A three-pointer is right on target. Lillard's got the lead up to 9 now for the Trailblazers. It seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcomed with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids, you're right.
The phenomenal athleticism from Durant. Man, he's just a tenacious dunker who spikes it in.
Lillard against Durant. On the top of the key. They get it back. And another shot. And contact on the shot. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Trailblazers leading by 6. 2 seconds separating the shot clock in game. Lillard way outside. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. The Nets have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Irving, good. Irving's got 6.
Nice little floater there. When you're Irving's size, it's an important shot to have in your arsenal.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
And we've reached the end of the third. Trailblazers lead by 6. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Robert Covington out there with Anthony. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's McCollum, and it's Simons in at the point guard. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Anthony can't hit. Nets trail by 3. Outside Durant. Portland grabs the miss. Kanter's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's McCollum. Lays it up and banks it in.
He's an excellent penetrator. I mean, as soon as McCollum sees a lane, he's all over.
Now, here is Irving. A step-back shot here. Carmelo Anthony grabs the board. Portland leading by 5. Down low, kicks it out to McCollum. Pass to Simons. From outside, off the mark. For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And finished off by KD.
And I think I only counted 4 total steps for Durant to go from one end of the floor to the other. I mean, he's just incredible in the open floor.
Here's Simons, guarded by Green. Kanter, the pass to Simons. The shot. Rebound, Brooklyn.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. The good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
So for the Trailblazers, Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Enes Kanter. Jones comes in for Robert Covington. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Harris is checked in.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Lillard with it. Sinks the 15-footer. Lillard's got 11 points here in just the second half.
He's getting hotter the deeper we get into this game. I mean, he didn't give him much of anything in the first half. They get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be giving him.
Kicks it out to McCollum. A three-pointer, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's KD, and KD throws it down.
When you need a big bucket, you were looking for Durant every chance you get. He has delivered so many times in that situation.
Irving against Lillard. The Nets have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. KD, he's open. Again, the Nets for 2.
Wants the ball. They want him to have the ball. And as usual, he comes through in the clutch.
Lillard against Irving. Lillard attacking, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Lillard, he's an exceptional player. He's a guy you trust to make the right decision in these moments.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Brooklyn. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points to the inside. Outside for Durant. Over Jones. And again, Kevin Durant. Durant's got 19 points.
Look, that's what's crazy about this guy. Inside, deep from three. Still, he's deadly from mid-range. Durant is as good as anyone in that part of the court.
Again, the miss by Lillard. The Nets with the lead. Knocked away. Outside Durant. Shoots the three. Again, Durant missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Yeah, big call there on the goaltend. He just didn't get to it soon enough. Boy, that's a tough break.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Kanter comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. Robert Covington subbed in for Jones. The Nets also changing it up. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And it's James Harden in for Dinwiddie.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Irving drives in. It's good. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Come on, Irving is a terrific clutch shooter. He welcomes any chance he can to sink these type of shots.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. And Lillard gets double teamed. McCollum kicks to Lillard. He feeds it to Carmelo. Got it.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And it's not about running up the score. It's about closing the door on any kind of comeback.
In the corner, Irving with it. For 3, Harris misses. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Downtown Milwaukee is seated. And David...
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. Powell is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Jones in at the 3 spot. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center position. Here's Nurkic. No good on that one. And Milwaukee the other way now. To the paint. Here's Holiday. He kicks to Lopez. DiVincenzo with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot by Middleton. Wide open. The offensive rebound. And Antetokounmpo on the follow.
Hey, I've always said rebounding is timing and tenacity, but if you got long arms, that helps too, and the Greek Freak has plenty of reach.
Now, here's Lillard. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Nurkic finds Powell. Here is Lillard. Over Holiday. Collins. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
Early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
Trailblazers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Back to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
And the Bucks with possession here after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Middleton for 3. And the rebound by Nurkic.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Collins kicks to Lillard. 14 feet away. The shot's good.
The natural offensive talent of Lillard gives him incredible flexibility, and boy, he can strike at any time.
Holiday surveying the floor. And the pass to Antetokounmpo. Over Collins. Bank shot, no good. Trailblazers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. That puts them in the lead. Howell's got his second bucket. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions. Here's Lillard following the basket by Giannis. Lillard the pass to Collins. Back to Lillard. Three-pointer. The rebound by the Bucks. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. The dish to Giannis. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Antetokounmpo's got 6. And here in the first quarter with a little over 3.5 minutes played. Holiday against Lillard. Pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And no stopping Lillard. Excellent at staying in control no matter what the D throws at him.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Zach Collins. Robert Covington's checked in for Jones. And McCollum subbed in for Norman Powell. Here's Connaughton. Kicks to Forbes. The putback. Here's Tucker. Back to Connaughton. Up top, Portis. Down low. Goes up again. Shoots over Lillard. No luck. They battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Portland. The 3. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist from Enes Kanter.
Awesome form on the triple. Lillard with textbook technique.
3-second difference between shot clock and gameplay. Here is Forbes. Connaughton kicks to Middleton. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Well, I tell you what, Middleton really does a nice job at being able to score through contact. Sometimes he gets hammered, and he still gets it up and down.
5 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Simons. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers guys, what do you think?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
On the floor for Portland, Enes Kanter is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Anthony. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. Now here's Covington. He's been... And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
The Bucks trail. Portis drives in. The kick out to T. Back to Portis from outside the arc. That shot off the mark. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Anthony, the pass to Covington. Powell with it. Back to Anthony. Passes it to Powell. Trying to find Covington. Gets it to him. Here's Cantor. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
Teague feeling it out a bit. Here's Portis. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Portis has got his first basket.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here's Anthony. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Well, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Pass to Portis from the arc. Rebound by the Trailblazers. And they're running. Here's Cantor. Here's Simons. Good on the triple. And now a 6-point Portland lead.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement. And you look at Robert Covington, first team all-defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use. I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's Simons. Teague covering. The three from Anthony. It's rebounded by Portis. And Covington maybe not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen him.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player. Can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Teague. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Drew Holiday in for Pat Connaughton. Now, here's Lillard. He's got 8. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Makes it off the glass. Lillard's got 10 points.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Now here is Holiday. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. 11 feet away. Antetokounmpo, no good. Portland leading by 3. Here's McCollum. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
Now, I don't know if this field goal percentage is sustainable, but if they can stay close to what they've done in shooting the ball, they'll run away with this one.
Here's Giannis following the basket by C.J. McCollum. And the basket is good. He's got 8.
Boy, he is so dangerous from this area, guys. Even when Giannis is defended tightly, he powers through it.
McCollum kicks to Lillard. There's 31 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Kicks it out to McCollum. Back to Jones. Three-pointer, Lillard. The rebound by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got his 5th rebound in this one. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Boy, I love how fast Antetokounmpo gets to the basket. One of the most mobile guys in the game.
Lillard outside. That will count. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, the first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They were never able to get the lead above.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the small forward. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Here's Antetokounmpo. The Blazers getting the bucket. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and Jones slams it in. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
Whew, that's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant. And
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
Timeout called, the Bucks.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
And Portland making a change here. Anthony's checked in. Now, here's Antetokounmpo. 10 points for him. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And the ball handling of Antetokounmpo, my goodness, really unreal. For a guy his size, his dribbling is ridiculous.
Lillard against Holiday. Lillard dishes the Powell. Back to Lillard. Clock at 6. From deep. And Anthony gets it to go on the assist by Lillard. Anthony's got the lead up to 7 now for the Trailblazers. Now here is Holiday. No points in the game yet for him. Lillard with the rebound. And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Now the Bucks moving it up. Antetokounmpo running. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Antetokounmpo's got 14 points.
It is simply amazing to watch Antetokounmpo sprint the floor like an Olympic track star, covering up so much ground with those long strides the way he does.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Outside Holiday. The pass to Middleton. Outside Holiday. Pass to DiVincenzo. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And it's Jones finishing it off.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. A different look for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton comes in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Teague in for Drew Holiday. And that one falls for Jones. Bucks trail by 10. Passes to Portis. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Pass to Connaughton. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Now, here's Lillard. And there's the pass to Collins. Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
Count it. Good. Antetokounmpo's got 5 points so far.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Pass to Powell. Fires the three. Rebounded by Tucker.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And I love the way T keeps his concentration, his focus, not allowing the defense to ruffle him at all.
Lillard against T. Lillard, the pass to Collins. Stolen by Tucker. Now the Bucks moving it up. Here's Connaughton, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Boy, Tucker ever unselfish in how he goes about his game. Nice job finding his teammate there.
Passes it to Powell. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Pass to Powell. Portland moving the ball around. Back to Lillard. He dishes it to Nurkic. Rebounded by Tucker. Here's Connaughton, guarded by Powell.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him.
And a nice touch on the finish.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. It's the Trailblazers up by 2. And fourth quarter basketball. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, we've got C.J. McCollum. Anthony is out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Simons in at the 1. McCollum, no good, and the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Bucks trail. Here is Forbes. It's Portis, high post. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Forbes dishes to Middleton. Just 4 to shoot to take the lead. And Kanter pulls it down. The Trailblazers shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%. McCollum finds Covington. Here's Simons. There's the pass to Kanter. Kicks it out to Covington. It's McCollum with the drive. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
never seems to shy away from playing in attack mode. McCollum likes to keep the pressure on the D.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Giannis inside. Covered by Anthony. Holiday goes in. Intercepted. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. A nice shot by Simons.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
And here's Holiday. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Pass to Giannis. 5 to shoot. 8 feet away. That shot off. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Pass to McCollum. Pass to Simons. Back to McCollum for the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And now a 9-point Trailblazer lead.
And you can't give McCollum any space. Always a threat to pull the trigger.
The pass to Giannis. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Portland.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
And Portland making a change here. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Cantor. Zach Collins comes in for Anthony. Jones checked in for Robert Covington. And Norman Powell subbed in for C.J. McCollum. Now, Nurkic. Simons, the pass to Nurkic. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. And the Trailblazers lead by 9.
Nurkic doesn't take a lot of bad shots, so when he decides to pull up off the dribble, you know he's feeling it.
Collins against Giannis. Sinks that one from the post. Antetokounmpo's got 4 this quarter.
Like that creativity down in the paint. Antetokounmpo showing you how crafty he can be scoring from there.
Pass to Collins. Here's Simons. Lopez with the steal. And here we go, the fast break with Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
You know, feeling very comfortable taking a big shot when his team needs it. That's a sign of how Antetokounmpo has matured recently.
Here's Simons, guarded by Holiday. Simons surveying the D. Clock at 4. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And here we go. Holiday heading to the hoop. And the call, the coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
And that's an intentional foul.
Man, it took forever for them to commit that foul. I don't know why they didn't do it right away. Those are precious seconds.
Back to McCollum. And so it's Portland winning this one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interest. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin. Well,
it does indeed. Thanks, David. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Durant is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Brown. Then it's Harden. And it's Harris in at the 3, the small forward. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. Now here's Brown. Here's Harden on the wing. Defended by DiVincenzo. Just 5 to shoot. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. We got a lot of talent in the front court tonight between these two teams, Doris. That's where a lot of the focus for us will be.
We will have an opportunity to see offense being run through the low post. So the interior defense is going to have to be strong. Will you send an extra defender? Where will that defender come from? There's a lot to play out here tonight, Kevin.
Holiday with it. Picked up by Brown. Got a piece of it. Giannis dishes to Lopez. And to Kumbo. And the dunk by Giannis.
You know this, if you're open, you can count on Brook Lopez to find you. He uses his height to spot open teammates.
Durant in the corner. A three-pointer off the mark.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Harden against DiVincenzo. Brown outside. Jordan the pass to Harris. Lets the 3 fly. No good. Now the Bucks take it the other way. The drive by Giannis. And Antetokounmpo schemes it in.
In the long strides of Antetokounmpo, once he gets downhill, there is almost no stopping.
Now here's Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Here's Holiday. After the basket by Brooklyn, Lopez left side. Up and in on the layup.
Brook Lopez never stops working, especially inside where he has been a force.
Outside Durant. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
And with Kevin Durant recovering from the Achilles injury, glad we get to see one of the all-time greats back in action.
No doubt, Greg. And KD is trying to navigate his way through one of the most difficult injuries a basketball player can face. But we know unequivocally this man will go down as one of the elite scorers in NBA history. That combination of size and shooting is truly something to behold.
It's Durant with the drive, and he's fouled. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it with double checking, and the game continues on.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Here's Dinwiddie, and he banks in the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
That's a perfect example of why good hands are important in basketball. It just misread that pass completely.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Teagan for Bryn Forbes. Irving looking over the floor, inside. And it's Durant, that time on the assist by Irving. KD's got 6.
Well, Durant embracing the contact, plays with so much confidence.
Outside Teague. There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside Portis. Shot clock at 5. No good from outside.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Well, you're playing right into Kevin Durant's hands when you put him at the free throw line. This guy has always been terrific at the charity stripe.
Giannis, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Now here's Teague. On the wing, Giannis. Back to Teague. Feeds to Giannis. It's stolen by Green. Oh, and here comes Kevin Durant all alone. And then Durant with the dunk.
Boy, if you allow Kevin Durant to play in space, in transition, you can turn the lights out.
Here's Teague. To halt the run. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And we've got more NBA.
How can we be the best version of ourselves?
Well, Durant may not be the in-your-face type of player, Greg, but he gets the message across for sure.
He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor for the Bucks, we've got Holiday. P.J. Tucker is out there with Antetokounmpo, and it's Forbes in at the shooting guard. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's three guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from three, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those three guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the three guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having a guard the three-point line.
Here's Harden, laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And Harden proving why he's an elite ball handler, absolutely cutting the D to pieces with his move.
Pass to Portis, back to Teague. The feed to Antetokounmpo. The kick out to Teague. Pass to Portis. Doesn't go for him. Good D by Jordan. Nets leading by 5.
And DeAndre Jordan, not the same impact center he once was, but he's done a great job of acting as a leader for this team.
Well, you think about DeAndre Jordan's career, Greg, and over the course of time, he's played a number of different roles. What you like about what he did this past season is, even though in a changing role, he still tried to make an impact. That's called being a teammate.
And here is Teague. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Passes it to Connaughton. And Harden comes to help. Teague kicks it to Tucker. No good with the triple. Hands with the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
Bucks trail by 5. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Teague surveying the D. 6 on the shot clock. Tucker the pass to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
You know, that's an area where Tucker continues to improve, making the extra pass.
Round with it. And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That's his first foul. Chris Middleton's checked in for the Bucks. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Pat Connaughton. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Here's DiVincenzo. Brooklyn with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Middleton against Harden. And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That'll be his second foul of the game.
To a certain extent, you like the aggressiveness, but that's 2 fouls already. Take a step back.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Lopez is checked in. KD's checked in for the Nets. Irving comes in for Brown. Here's DiVincenzo. Lopez finds Middleton. We've got 1:23 left in the first half of the game. Can't connect from short range. Nets leading by 3. Harden the pass to Durant. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here's Middleton. That's good, and so Teague with the assist.
Well, a point guard must understand window of opportunity, and Jeff Teague specializes in exactly that.
It's Durant on the wing. 16 feet away. It's rebounded by T.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
And it's sent back by Lopez.
Well, Lopez twice on the pipes. He has the length to do this every time on the defensive end.
Out to Harris. Here's Irving. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. Milwaukee in the lead. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. And Durant sends it back.
But Kevin Durant is playing spectacular defense, and it sets the tone for the entire team.
And we are not going to halftime. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome. For Milwaukee, the first quarter was not an easy one. They gave themselves a lot of work. That's all for now.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
Oh, his power is unbelievable, an intimidating force when he's at his best.
So for Brooklyn now, they've got Harris. Durant is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Brown, and it's Harden in at the two-guard.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Lobs it up for Jordan. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. DiVincenzo kicks to Holiday. Here's Antetokounmpo, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
It's tipped. It's thrown by Antetokounmpo. Jumps up. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And it just doesn't take many steps for Antetokounmpo to get up the floor on the break. It's just steal, sprint, and finish.
Right side Durant. They get a hand on it, and the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game. The Bucks making a switch here. Forbes checked in, and a switch here for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Durant.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
90 seconds now into the second half. To the middle. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Milwaukee. Nets trail by 5. Al Harden. He's got 6. Good work there as it goes. Harden's got 8 points.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Holiday attacking. Antetokounmpo finds Middleton. No coverage that time. And the Bucks lead by 5.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
It's Brown on the wing. He lobs it up, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Flushes it down to finish the break.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Nets trail by 7. Harden outside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
As crafty as they come, Harden uses that tremendous body control to his advantage.
Harden hits them both.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Now here is Holiday. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Inside, and to Antetokounmpo. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. It's Harden with the drive. Now the pass to Claxton. Back to Harden. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And one of the most creative scorers the league has to offer. Harden specializes in sinking those tough shots.
Holiday against Irving. The shot by Holiday, no good.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far. And Doris, make no mistake about it, Spencer Dinwiddie is looking to score. An instant offense type of player.
And Spencer Dinwiddie knows what his role is, and he plays it perfectly. He can go a little hot and cold for stretches, but he doesn't let it affect him. Dinwiddie's always going to provide that offensive punch that's so critical for you.
In the corner, Harden. Unable to get that one. Good D by Giannis. Bucks leading by 7. Oh, Middleton in position. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Well-conceived play call. The length of Middleton makes him a big target on the finishing end.
Irving against Holiday. No good from Irving. The Bucks have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. Lopez finds Holiday. 29 seconds left to play in the third. Middleton the pass to Giannis.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Middleton on the wing. This one for 3. They get the rebound, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in. Portis has got the lead up to 11 now for the Bucks.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Bobby Portis out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's P.J. Tucker. Then there's Teague. And it's Connaughton in at the 2. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Here's Teague. Down low. Drops in the layup for 2. And the Bucks lead by 11.
Boy, it'll take more than that to stop Jeff Teague. Just determined to score despite any obstacle.
Irving drives in, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Irving against Teague. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Portis. Back to Teague. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Antetokounmpo, no good.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Dinwiddie with the bucket.
Woo-hoo! Kyrie Irving doing work with the pass. That's pretty.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Outside Portis. Back to Teague. to the left wing. Lets it go from deep. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And some changes here for the Bucks. Chris Middleton's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Bryn Forbes comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Holiday in for Jeff Teague. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Durant.
Well, Kevin Durant's form, his release point, everything about his stroke is really impeccable.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, night in and night out, sometimes it's a battle of runs. Who has the most?
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Teague for Drew Holiday. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team during the break. He loves the aggressiveness on D. He said, we're doing a great job of challenging everything they're trying to do. Stay active, talk to each other, don't let up. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
You know, it tells you something about Harden that he's led the league in free throw attempts so many times. This man is always in attack mode. Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Teague against Brown. Here's Antetokounmpo, and that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Giannis has got 22 points.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
And Durant puts up a deep three, and again it's the Nets missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
DiVincenzo kicks to Teague. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. There's the dish to Antetokounmpo. In the corner, Harden, and out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
A different look from Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Chris Middleton comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Jeff Teague. Dinwiddie's checked in for Brooklyn.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
Harden the pass to Durant. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Harris against Middleton. Middleton is doubled. It's stolen by Harris. And the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut to just 5 on the basket from Dinwiddie.
Well, Joe Harris staying engaged on the defensive end. Nice anticipation to get that steal.
Good on the bucket. For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Here's Dinwiddie. Jordan trying to free himself up. Count it! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Yeah, that's careless defense, though. I mean, he's one player you can ill afford to let run free. He just loves to be a money player in the fourth quarter.
Giannis outside. Lopez right side. And stolen by Jordan. In the corner, Harden. Lets it go with a 3. He doesn't hit that one. And Milwaukee the other way now. They've led by as many as 11 points. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's foul number 2 for him.
Shooting for Milwaukee.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
2 shots.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
Well, you want to continue to build the lead, so a very productive trip to the line right there.
And Harden launches it from deep. Rebounded by the Bucks. And so they foul intentionally.
You know, give them credit.
for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
He hits the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8.
Well, you have to like the length of Brook Lopez and the fact that he understands he has that advantage on both ends of the floor.
That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those freebies.
Timeout called, the Nets. They're behind by 9. There's 10 seconds left to play here in the fourth. What do you think, guys?
And a little late to implement a plan B. This game is a wrap.
Well, I think he might just want to remind these guys, hey, let's finish the game the right way.
KD's shot is good.
Kevin Durant absolutely fearless. If the game's in the balance, he will demand the basketball.
And so the Bucks take the win. It was all right, David. Thank you. And that about wraps it up for It's all yours.
Well, guys,
He's certainly come a long way, D.A. Thanks. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. Norman Powell is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Jones in at the small forward. And for Brooklyn, they've got Joe Harris. Jordan is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden. And it's Irving in at the 2. Harden with it. Now guarded by Nurkic. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. Here's Lillard following the basket by DeAndre Jordan. Kicks it out to Jones. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Lillard the pass to Nurkic. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Passes to KD. Harden outside. Good. And Harris gets the assist.
And without a doubt, one of the most advanced scorers this game has ever seen. Harden can do damage from just about anywhere.
Now here's Lillard. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. To end the run. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Big time drive from Lillard, and the contact. He has the mindset just to slough it off.
Lillard against Harden. Shoots over Lillard. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. And here are the Trailblazers. It's a 5-point game. It's Collins with the drive. Lays it up off the glass.
Collins sees an opening, gets to the opening, and drives in.
Nets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Harden against Lillard. Now, here is Harden. Tight defense on him. Banked in off the glass.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now here's Powell. Lillard from outside. Nailed from three-point land. Lillard's got 5 points so far.
Amazing how much Lillard has spatial awareness when his defender's just far enough away. He's going to shoot that quickly.
Harden the pass to Irving. Back to Harden. Just 5 on the clock. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest. Trailblazers trail by 4. And here is Powell. He feeds it to Collins. And too long on the shot. The Nets have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. And Harris wide open. He shoots offline with his 3. And so here's Portland. Powell finds Collins. Outside, Jones. Lillard with it. He's picked up by Jordan. And Nurkic gets it to go.
Not bad. Nurkic with a nice shot there, especially off of that assist.
Here is Harden. 7 points in the game. And the jam by Harden.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Well, that's how you drive your point home right there. Pass to Powell. Here's Nurkic to the paint. Stolen by Durant. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Irving's got the ball, and the shot goes in.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Lillard the pass to Nurkic, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Nurkic has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, that's right on the money from Lillard. That's how you finish a possession.
Lobs it up for Jordan. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Stolen by Harden. In transition, here come the Nets. And the jam by Harden.
Kevin knows when he can score, so he waits to make sure that somebody else doesn't have a better shot before he does that. Good play there.
Lillard up top, guarded by Harden. Collins takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Just a much smaller defender on him. He does the exact thing at the right moment, goes straight to the rim.
And Durant launches from deep. Nice open look, but it's no good. James Harden getting it done for the Brooklyn Nets. He comes away with 11. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
They've got Griffin. Harris is out there with Brown. And it's Claxton in at the 4. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Here's Covington. Misses off the left iron. Nets leading by 4. Here's Griffin. That shot is off. Excellent D there from Anthony. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That is his first foul of the game. And it's Anthony with the ball for the Trailblazers. Pass to Simons. Back to McCollum. Fires at the elbow. No good there. And Brooklyn will come the other way. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. And Anthony sends it back.
How about Melo rising up quick to that one there? Nice shot block.
For three, Harris. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. McCollum's got his first 2 points. Here's Dinwiddie. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. To the inside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Well, he's one of the more popular players in the NBA in terms of fan support. They just love Blake Griffin's charisma.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Reggie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you know, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in, is their defensive approach.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. McCollum's checked in.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing, scratching your head to that turnover.
KD's checked in for Brooklyn. McCollum passes to Cantor. Back to McCollum. From deep three-point range, Dinwiddie with the rebound. Brooklyn leading by 4. It's Brown with the drive and finished off by KD.
Ooh, that play was nasty. Durant showing how aggressive he can really be.
Trailblazers have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. McCollum outside. Inside. Cantor kicks to Anthony. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Clock at 6. And a wide open look for McCollum. Misses the 3.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Claxton the pass to Dinwiddie. An easy 2 points on the layup. Dinwiddie's got the lead up to 8 now for the Nets.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
McCollum finds Cantor. To the middle. They need this one. And McCollum with the layup. McCollum's got 4 points in the quarter.
Lots of ways that CJ can burn you right there. Super effective on the inside.
And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact on the defensive end. Very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about, GA. And he just doesn't get tired. And if he can give some more on the defensive end like he's shown, it's going to help out the team.
Trailblazers trail by 8. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Takes it out to Covington. Fires for 3. Brooklyn with the rebound.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Griffin inside. Covington's there. And no good, trying to use the glass.
If he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started. Yeah, this story in the second quarter, much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Durant in the corner. Got a piece of it.
That's good footwork from the big man. Is Cantor aware defensively to get to that one? Well, he takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
McCollum with the ball. And the first half is now in the books. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, James Harden was the man in the first. He had 11 points and is great. And
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Here's who Jerry Stotts is starting the second half with. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. Damian Lillard out there with Norman Powell. And it's Jones in at the small forward position.
Think about just how much focus Lillard has every year about his drive to be one of the best guards in the league. Whether it's recognized or not by an all-star appearance really doesn't have an impact on how he approaches the game.
Now here's Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the two-hand slam. Lillard surveying the D. Down low. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Pulls it from the elbow. And it's KD with the rebound. Durant's got his 5th rebound in this one. And the jam by Harden.
And it is easy to get spoiled watching Harden. He's had so many games like this in his career, but you still got to appreciate what he does.
Lillard attacking. Here's Nurkic. And Durant sends it back. They retain possession. Here's Lillard. And no good. Harden with the defensive effort.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Now Lillard. He's got 7. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
You want evidence of Lillard finishing at the rim? I give you Exhibit A.
Harris, right side. Pops it up for Jordan.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. Back to Lillard. Collins in the post, guarded by Harden. Collins, good.
Collins not afraid of getting hit on the inside and goes up through all of that arms and legs in there.
And, you know, if you only look at the box score for Zach Collins, then you're missing the whole picture. He's a terrific defender.
I agree with you, GA. I think his scoring is going to come, but obviously they have potent guard play, and that's not much needed. What is needed is on the interior, him being active as a big man and defending around the rim. That is something that Zach Collins is capable of doing.
And there it is for him. Lillard's got it back down to within single digits for the Trailblazers. Now here's Harden. He's got 15. Outside Jordan. Back to Harden. Outside Durant. Off target from three-point range.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Lillard. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Lillard's got 13.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Harden the pass to Jordan. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists in the game. Lillard outside. On the wing, Jones. Back to Lillard. Nobody near Nurkic. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
Well, Nurkic and his jump shot are works in progress, but he cans that one.
Durant in the corner. Lillard with the rebound.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Now here's Durant. Chalk up 2 there. He's got 6.
And Kevin Durant, simply one of the game's greatest scorers of all time.
Harden against Lillard. To the paint. Here's Collins. Nice move. And they call the foul. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Well, McCollum undersized at his position, at least in terms of his strength. But he can play that way because he competes. That's a tough one there.
Brown and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And here's McCollum. He's got 8. Shoots over Dinwiddie. Off target on the 15-footer. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're playing up. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the 4th quarter. So for Brooklyn now, we've got Harden. Jordan is out there with Brown, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 2 guard. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup, and for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Portland. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Terry Stotts talk to his team during that timeout. He said, this is where we make our moves. This game is going to come down to big plays. Whichever team makes them is going to come out of here with the win. Kevin, we know which side he's on.
Lillard with no one around. Count that one, and the Nets lead has been cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Enes Kanter.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Here is Harden in the corner, Irving with it. And there's the pass to Claxton. Oh, that's blocked. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony. Kevin Durant's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And a switch here also for Portland. McCollum's checked in. He can't hit that time. Now Portland takes it the other way. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. They've held a 12-point lead early. Irving against McCollum. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That is his first foul of the game. And Brooklyn making a change here. Harris is checked in. Here's Durant. 6 to shoot. It's Harden with the drive.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Trailblazers trail by 8. Lillard fires away from way outside. They get it back. Kanter finds Anthony. Second chance shot. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Nets leading by 8. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Irving with it. Lillard picks him up. A shot by Harden. Wide open. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Harden's got 12 points in just the second half. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Lillard attacking, and then Lillard slams it in.
Well, he can shoot the 3, so defenses have to go out and overplay him, and that's what creates lanes for him to do stuff like that.
Outside Irving. Inside. Harris outside. Down low. Outside for Durant. That one drops for him.
Well, that is automatic. Durant, one of the better mid-range shooters in the game.
Harden against Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, I settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Nurkic checked in for Kanter. Collins comes in for Anthony. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Robert Covington. And it's Powell in for McCollum. Outside for Durant. Collins grabs the miss.
I saw a green light there, but he's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And Portland with a change here, too. McCollum's checked in for Norman Powell.
Well, that break started by Jordan Steele. Long arms helping to get into the passing lane.
Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Three-pointer, Lillard. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
And here's Harris from the arc. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Three-pointer, Lillard. Rebounded by the Nets. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
The shot's good from Irving.
You got to stay in front of Kyrie Irving at all times. Yeah, I said it here from the sidelines. Try doing it out there on the floor.
Lillard fires away from way outside. Stolen by Harden. Harris with it. Jones covering. Harris passes to KD. Let's go. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. And it's an 11-point Nets lead. There's 37 seconds left in the game. Nurkic, and it's blocked by Jordan. Good on the first, and that brings them to within 10.
Nurkic, another talented player from Europe, playing in Croatia before coming over to the NBA, and the international game continues to make an impact on how it's played here.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Jeff Green is checked in for Durant. Johnson comes in for Joe Harris. Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for Kyrie Irving. And it's Johnson in for James Harden.
Making every...
Oh!
No way. Another reminder that Damian Lillard can be explosive, and we love it.
Johnson against Lillard. Johnson outside. To the middle. Nurkic with the steal.
Jordan continuing to bring all that he has on the defensive end.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our program. It's now the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Trailblazers, Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. Damian Lillard out there with Norman Powell. And it's Jones in at the 3 spot. Holiday, the pass to Middleton. Shot clock at 6. That shot missing. Good D by Jones.
And Yusuf Nurkic, missing a whole calendar year not too long ago, was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic, but hey, bro, you had some wild shirts on the sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. You was over there dizzying cats up. But I know you were doing your thing, but he would use clothing to call out other players, teams, and commentators. Nurkic doesn't mince words, and I'm glad he's back and playing.
Giannis against Lillard. And Giannis hits it to go on the assist by Holiday.
How about the effort? You did think a little contact would prevent Giannis from scoring, did you?
Lillard against Holiday. And Lillard kicks to Collins. And foul. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Double checking, and the game continues on.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Holiday, the pass to Middleton. He's looking for DiVincenzo and finds him. The Bucks working the ball around. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. DiVincenzo finds Giannis. And he gets it to go.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Now here's Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
Here's Antetokounmpo. The Blazers getting the bucket, and it's in there. Antetokounmpo's got 6 points.
They've come out with guns blazing, 4 for 5 from the field. They've got the deep rhythm.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That's his first foul. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. Here's Holiday, following the score by Damian Lillard, and he comes up with the deuce.
An intense competitor. It's clear that Holiday enjoys going hard at the defense and finishing on them.
And the pass to Jones. Lillard outside. Back to Jones. And then Jones with the jam.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
Now here is Holiday. There's the triple. Collins grabs the miss.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And it's Lillard missing. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Milwaukee Bucks.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists for him.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. This team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
And so here's Portland following the bucket by the Bucks. Here's Simons. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Three-pointer, Lillard, and the rebound goes to Lopez. Bucks leading by 4. Yeah, the step back, and another basket for Milwaukee.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Lillard outside. Out to the wing. Here's Simons. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
He creates so much offense. I mean, Lillard puts intense pressure on the defense to react.
Holiday with it. Pass to DiVincenzo. 6 on the shot clock. Now Middleton trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. He notched 8 points. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, how many coaches say, we want to start fast? Now, let's see if they can maintain that intensity.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. We've got Antetokounmpo. He's out there with Bobby Portis. PJ Tucker is out there. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Anthony's checked in for Zach Collins. McCollum outside. Elbow shot. Cantor. Great positioning on the putback.
When it comes to offensive rebounding, Cantor has led the league in offensive boarding rates. I mean, when you think about it, perhaps the best at picking up his teammates' misses.
Passes it to Portis. Jacks up a three. No good that time. And it's Portland the other way. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. And staying with the play, Anthony.
Timeout.
Anthony's got his first points of the game.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Now, that's what coaches are paid to do, right? I mean, curious to see what they go with here.
Simons, the pass to Covington. The three from McCollum. Covington dishes to McCollum. Right wing. Here's Simons. That one wide left.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Holiday comes in for T. And Holiday kicks to Portis. And again the turnover by the Bucks. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Portland. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And here's Holiday. Releases. The jumper's good from inside 6 feet. Holiday's got it all tied up now for Milwaukee.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
Simons, the pass to Anthony. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
And Holiday, here we go. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Great speed and tricks on the drive. Holiday excels at putting defenses in those compromising positions.
So for the Trailblazers, Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Robert Covington. Norman Powell comes in for McCollum, and Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Giannis comes in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes.
For a guy that spends so much time in the low post, Cantor is a solid jump shooter. Good rhythm to his catch-and-shoot motion.
Lillard against Holiday. Here's Lopez. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 3 assists now in this one. For Portland, they've gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Pass to Powell. Nurkic against Lopez. Lillard dishes to Nurkic. 5 on the clock. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by the Bucks. Pass break, Milwaukee. Here's DiVincenzo. Up again. Giannis on the follow.
And with his length and explosiveness, it's never a surprise to see Giannis get points on the offensive glass. Great nose for the ball.
It's Powell on the wing. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to see. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
That's a 2 from Powell. And the shot is long.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Middleton on the wing. Giannis. Middleton on the wing. Over Anthony. And that would have counted, but his shot. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 12 points. That's all for now. Say goodbye to...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Bringing the physicality. I mean, they kept working it to him, and he kept delivering.
Stirring up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Jones in at the small forward. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers.
And Teague knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision from the point man.
McCollum finds Lillard. Unloads. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Lillard's got 6.
Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
Teague, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Middleton with it. Puts up a 3. 4 on the shot clock. And the dunk by Giannis.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills. And tonight, it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
The pass to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Shoots. No good that time. The Bucks go the other way with it. Here's Antetokounmpo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And attacking with all that length. When Giannis drives, he's either scoring or at least getting the foul.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Powell's checked in. And Milwaukee with a change here too. Holiday's checked in. Lillard looking around. Powell, the pass to Lillard. And the shot goes in.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Bucks leading by 4. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Middleton. Six to shoot. It's stolen by Jones.
Intelligent defense.
And
talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Good on the shot. Holiday's got 10.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Trailblazers trail by 4. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Lillard way outside. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th rebound in this one. Powell with the steal. Collins finds Lillard, and the 3 ball is good. Lillard's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Once he turned it on, he became a force in this game. Not sure where this guy was in the first half.
Holiday looking over the floor. Nurkic with the steal. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. And they go to the intentional foul. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. And Forbes kicks to Connaughton. Outside Holiday. Just 5 on the clock. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Portland trailing here for the lead. And it's Jones weighing it in. 6 points for him.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Holiday attacking, and the rejection by Collins. And they're able to recover. Stolen by Collins. Jones, that's for 2.
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Timeout called the Bucks.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Defensive intensity has to pick up, and I'm sure coach is going to let them know that.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. Teague comes in for Drew Holiday. Bucks trail by 3. Now here's Teague. He dishes it to Antetokounmpo, and that's going to be a travel.
And sometimes you think maybe they're just getting a little too comfortable with the lead, maybe a bit too casual this quarter.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Simons surveying the D. Up top, Covington. Simons, the pass to Anthony. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Kept alive. McCollum outside. He gets that one.
Such a smart offensive player. When McCollum sees these shots open up, he doesn't think twice about firing.
And he trains the 3, but let's see. They may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time. Well, we thought the third quarter was over. It turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
Yeah, it's hard to tell on that one, and so a good time to go to the replay and just to make sure if he got it off on time.
And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Control the pace. Get it to the right guy at the right time. These requirements top the list if you're a good point guard.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got Portis. P.J. Tucker is out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Forbes in at the 1. Cantor checked in for Portland. Collum comes in for Norman Powell. McCollum up top. Defended by DiVincenzo. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. A shot by Middleton, wide open, but they'll get another chance. Here's Portis, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And again, Portland running the court in transition. McCollum dishes to Anthony. Pass to Simons. McCollum right side. Lock at 6. Here's Portis. Now the Bucks moving it up. And Forbes kicks to Portis. Here's Middleton. And Covington sends it back. Here's Simons. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the finish.
Portis drives in. They now take the lead.
And this speaks to how strong Portis is. It's obvious he enjoys showing off that muscle.
McCollum outside. To the wing on the left. Plenty of space. Passes to Simons. Another shot. There's the feed to Carmelo. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound. Cantor. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Cantor. Zach Collins comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Robert Covington. And Damian Lillard subbed in for C.J. McCollum.
Love the heart that Collins is playing with. He makes use to give his all on the offensive glass.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
And the talk in their huddle is going to be about taking care of the basketball. I mean, their turnover numbers are terrible.
Norman Powell's checked in for Portland. Drew Holiday's checked in for the Bucks. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team during the break. This is a close game, as you know, but he sounded extremely confident. He told the players, don't let up now, fellas. This is when we make our move. Right now. Kevin?
There is just no way to tell who is going to pull this one out.
When you've had this many lead changes, you're looking to see which one of those plays is going to be a momentum swinger.
Nurkic finds Lillard. It falls through, making him 6-11 in the game.
That's why you give Lillard the rock. When it's an important possession, you know he's going to rise to the occasion.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Holiday with it. Pass to DiVincenzo. Knocks it loose. Now Lillard takes the 3. Nurkic the pass to Lillard. Outside, Jones. Powell dishes to Jones. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He feeds it to Collins. Portland moving the ball. They grab their own miss. Nurkic kicks to Powell. Goes back up. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The Bucks trail. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And this helps build chemistry. Lopez looking to share the ball wherever he can.
Here is Lillard. Over Middleton. And it's Lillard missing. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. The basket counts and 1. They'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play. And Portland making a change here. McCollum's checked in. The throw drops for DiVincenzo.
That and one free throw ups it to a 2-possession game. Costly foul on the shot that time.
Lillard finds a way from way outside. Portland again missing.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Just off his game, forcing a few shots, not letting the game come to him naturally.
Collins finds Jones to the wing right side. That's a 2 from Lillard. Yes! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
He
wants the ball. They want him to have the ball. And as usual, he comes through in the clutch.
There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Holiday against Lillard. Holiday, the pass to Lopez. It drops.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 4. 11 seconds left in the fourth. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
It counts.
And McCullough is a lethal scorer, especially when the game is on the line. Love how under control he is.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And it's a wrap. Any chance they may have had for a comeback just went out the window with those free throws.
So a close game sees Milwaukee. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's good.